Welcome to the installation guide for the CellGate Entria 4-door controller. Before we begin, let's review what's included in your package. The Entria unit itself, a 12-volt 5-amp power supply, and your customer information packet. For wiring, you'll need 6-conductor stranded and shielded cable for the main device, and 4-conductor stranded and shielded cable for any optional Wiegand devices. We recommend using 18-gauge wire for runs up to 25 feet, 16-gauge for up to 50 feet, and 12-gauge for up to 60 feet. We don't recommend exceeding 60 feet for any wire run. The Entria controller offers 2 connectivity options: VPN or cellular. For VPN connections, you'll connect the customer's Ethernet to the pre-wired Ethernet switch, as shown on screen. For cellular connections, the in-hand cellular router connects to your Ethernet switch and the main power terminals, which is pre-wired to the Ethernet switch and power terminals. Both setups utilize a CBL 840 cable that connects to the expansion boards, which control up to 4 doors. Speaking of expansion boards, the board jumpers come pre-configured and should not be adjusted unless replacing an expansion board. Board 1 has all 3 jumpers filled. Board 2 has the bottom 2 filled. Board 3 has the top and bottom filled, and Board 4 has only the bottom filled. These jumpers are essential for the system to recognize which board controls which door. Now let's discuss relay configurations. You have 2 options for connecting devices: dry contact relay or wet contact relay. The dry contact relay configuration is shown on the terminal blocks, labeled Input 1, Input 2, Relay 1, and Relay 2. For the wet contact relay configuration, which is typically used for devices like magnetic locks, you'll need to connect positive and negative terminals as shown in the diagram. By default, all relays are set to normally open, but you can change them to normally closed by adjusting the jumpers next to each relay on the expansion boards. Remember that Relay 1 and Relay 2 can be configured independently. Just ensure your wiring matches the relay state you've selected. For 12-volt magnetic locks, use the jumper settings shown in the guide regardless of whether the relay is normally open or closed. The Entria controller supports up to 426-bit Wiegand devices, whether they're CellGate's own or third-party devices. For CellGate Wiegand devices, connect D1, D0, ground, and positive terminals. For generic Wiegand devices, you'll connect D1, D0, GL, RL, negative, and positive terminals as shown. Camera connections vary based on your connectivity model. Cellular connected models support 4 cameras directly, while VPN connected models support 3 cameras natively, with a 4th camera connectable through the customer's network. When wiring cameras, always power off the Entria unit first to prevent damage. Connect the camera's Ethernet to any open port on the industrial Ethernet switch, and connect positive and negative power leads as shown. If you're connecting 3 or 4 cameras, be aware that the system might become overloaded. When adding a 3rd or 4th camera, power the cameras with a separate 12-volt, 5-amp transformer. Once all connections are properly made and verified, power on the system to complete your installation. Thank you for choosing CellGate's Entria 4-door controller for your access control needs.